This is exciting, guys. This is the first podcast of the Deep in the Woods.
Deep in the Woods. I like
Deep in the Woods podcast. This is episode 1. This is considered the preseason episode. Lots to talk about, lots to discuss. I'm excited. I hope people enjoy listening.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main goal, I suppose.
That's the goal, right? I mean, it'd be kind of pointless if we made a podcast and nobody listened to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll hopefully get some feedback. But this is Benny.
What's going on, guys?
Hawks.
What's up, friends?
I'm Nate. So
I thought for a second Hawks was just going to be quiet the whole time. It's all nonverbal cues from Hawks. I like it.
So I'll just go over the kind of the premise and then sort of the vision for this podcast. The premise is simply we're just going to talk about league and everything league initially, and maybe it grows from there. But to start off, we're going to touch on a lot of league stuff and stuff that is happening in Woods disc golf arenas. And so the storylines, we're going to touch on storylines. We're going to touch on the season results. So results from that league night is going to be big. Preseason predictions, and this is strictly for the preseason episode. If we're going to touch on the we got a fun segment at the end. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. We got an announcement from Hawks via the tournament.
Let's go.
And then we're going to touch on some league details because I know we got some newcomers coming in. I just want to refine some information. And so then we'll close it out from there. A little bit about me. So we're going to do a little bit of a bio section. And so for me, I'm going to go into how I got into disc golf. I started playing as a kid, maybe once a summer. Started really playing once I could drive, which was junior year, 2012, consistently. And then around 2020, I think I played my first tournament. And then maybe a year after that, I started playing a little more than that, taking it more seriously. That's kind of my disc golf journey, if you could say. But yeah, other than that, I just plugging in with the league and the Discord and all that comes with that. And so I'll pass it to Benny just to give you a little bio on
Well,
him.
let me interrupt you. You want to tell us about your trip to Texas and how you got really good in Texas?
Yeah, I got really good in Texas.
That's what I'm talking about.
He didn't bring it back. He's not that good.
It's over
now.
there. I gotta go get it.
He got really good in Texas, but it stayed there.
Yeah, I gotta go get it.
He's better than me. No, so for me, let's see. Probably the first time I played disc golf, I was about 16 years old, I think. So was it like 17 years ago, something like that? 16 plus 17. That's close. I'm only 31. That doesn't add up. But that's 14 years. 15. I can't do math. I played disc golf, though.
I believe you.
No, our youth group at church took us, and I was like, this is fun. I'll play. And so me and a couple buddies kept playing, except one of my buddies went on to play 11, 12 hours a day and got sponsored by Innova. Until he went to jail. So he's not sponsored by them anymore.
Classic.
But I played for a couple years, had my first ace, and my only ace back when I was 17 years old. And I know it's kind of sad. I've been chasing that high ever since.
Peaked?
Yeah, I peaked at 17. It's all been downhill. And then I didn't play for like 10 years, legitimately. Like, no, maybe more than that. I met my wife, and then that's all I cared about was my wife. And then we started a family, and then moved to Michigan. And then I remember one of the guys in the league, Aaron Nitz, he's like, hey, do you play disc golf? I was like, I have a Shark, an AVR, and I think a Beast. You remember when I used to throw Beasts all the time?
I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. I don't listen. I have one Beast left. I've had, I think, 4. Something about me with Beasts, I just lose them. I like to throw them in places I can't find. And so I kept playing here, and I think 2020 was about when I started playing tournaments, got my PDGA number, and fell in love with it. And it's all history. Now we're doing a podcast about disc golf. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
So
Hawks?
I did not go to Texas and get good, just for clarity.
It's tough.
Go for it, Hawks. Tell us about your disc golf.
Yeah. So I moved here in 2006 with my wife and met this guy by the name of Aaron, playing board games.
Kind of a common person.
Yeah, he invites people.
Comes around.
It's kind of weird.
Man, one of those dudes. So started playing with him. I was big into soccer, big into softball at the time. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll entertain you once or twice every year. So I had the cute little bag, a couple 3-4 starter discs that you get at Dick's. That's all I needed. Only through sidearm. Played a few extra tournaments from 06 to 18. Decided to get serious because my body was sick of playing soccer and I wanted to drink soda. So soccer and soda don't really mix. So I took up disc golf. In 2018, got my PDGA number and have been playing with this party for the last 4 years. I have 2 aces.
True.
That's 400% more than me.
I just wanted to throw that out
How
there.
many aces you got?
Maybe 3.
So
I'll round up and say 4.
I gotta play more disc golf.
round up.
I just gotta go on the easiest hole at one of the local parks and just keep throwing until I hit 4 or 5 aces to
Pull
pass
Pesta
up.
and go to Bryce.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Matt Shimatero. I don't know if you heard about him.
Listen,
He comes. Yeah,
he
comes around too.
He comes play disc golf once every 6 months and hits an ace.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. Matt, if you're listening, we despise your ability to hit aces without playing disc golf for a year and a half.
Hurts. That hurts.
That's cool. That's a little bit about us, huh?
Yeah. So that's good. I think now we're going to segment into it's kind of a broad question, but upcoming storylines going into this season, what to look forward to, what are things that really pop out about this upcoming season that are you guys excited for?
Yeah. Can I go?
Go ahead, Benny. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but like there's a wave of disc golfers that we haven't played with. Like, 2020 is when everybody got serious, but all of a sudden, literally over the past few months, during putting league specifically, there's like a whole new wave of disc golfers that are coming to join us. Like,
Yeah.
I'm stoked. I'm kind of nervous, but though because I'm seeing all these scores come in. And my weakest game usually is my putting, and all these guys are like destroying me in putting at putting league. So let's just hope that like their short game and their distance driving is terrible.
Yeah,
So I still have a shot.
We're going to see some movement in the pools for sure
Right.
this season, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited about. Just a whole new wave of disc golfers. Because, we watched this, especially during COVID, we watched the sport grow like crazy. And so it's really cool to see, even some of the guys in our league, like some of the best players in our league started during COVID.
Yeah. Yep. And really took it seriously during COVID. So
Right. And
game elevated.
I thought I was good
Yep.
until someone who...
Until David started showing up.
I didn't want to say his name because I didn't want to give him a shout out. But
I'm okay with that.
David Watkins, man, it's amazing to watch someone get so good so fast.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I started when I was 16. Granted, I had a 10, 12-year lull.
Yeah.
But
No, Ian's
Sorry.
kind of taking the torch, and maybe Zeke, I think, is next. So that kid bombs.
Yeah, he does bomb. It's ridiculous. I watched him throw, where were we? Wagner. I watched him throw like a 550-foot shot. And like he just like shrugged his shoulders. He out threw the hole by 150 feet. And I'm like,
He acts like he doesn't care, too.
right,
He's so frustrated.
Well, the thing is, you show up at the school, Warren Woods Christian School,
right.
and naturally we're like, oh, I'm going to go practice this shot with my buzz.
Right.
But what it turns into is I'm going to throw from the parking lot over the fence.
Right.
I've never done that.
No.
I've hit the fence one time, and I don't know why because I can't normally do that. One time.
But then you got these dudes.
It must have been the greatest headwind flip up I've ever seen.
Well,
You get awesome every once in a while.
I'm a streaky.
Yeah. Well, you
give it to
can
you.
bomb. It's,
Remember the-
hit or miss and where it's going to go.
Remember the
so.
tournament we played at Stony Creek, the league night, the doubles league night? You and I shot 12 down. And everybody's like, what's happening?
Night of our life on that one,
but
dude.
that was half and half, too. Like, it wasn't like one of us was hitting.
We were
It
clicking,
It was, if
perfectly,
one of us
so.
wasn't hitting on a hole, the other one was. It was
Yep.
crazy.
that's the good part about doubles. Coop and I shot like 15 down on the longs on.
You and Cooper paired up?
Yeah, it was. We were just.
How
It
did
wasn't league. It was just a.
How did two A guys get paired up?
It was just for fun. Let's go
So,
hang out.
hold on,
We're
wait,
playing with
was-
some fellas.
Was anyone else there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
There's
this was like a you and Coop shot
14?
15 down by yourself.
Coop, he'll tell you. He'll look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, I
It
was
was
there.
that. What day was that?
I swear we went out
there.
that one time.
I promise."
That's fine. So, what are you most excited about this year, though? What week?
So, I was actually going to speak exactly what you're talking about. When you see I'm old. I'm 40. When you see all these young dudes showing up, for example, I played in a tournament this past weekend with Ian. Right, we're both AM2s. He's played for a year and a half. He started playing in league a year and a half ago, throwing a Raptor. And
Crazy side.
not really understanding what was going on. Just, hey, someone gave him a disc. He's like, yeah, I'll try this. And was throwing it really, really well. Now, we didn't get to play at the same card or anything, but we're at the same tournament, same conditions, same division, same tee pads. He beats me by, 3 strokes. Not that I'm great or whatever, but dude's been playing for a year and a
So
half.
you've been playing a lot longer.
When someone
That's
asks
kind
me,
of like
Well, here's the thing. Hey, how long you been playing? Well, 2006. Holy smokes, and you're an AM2?
Yeah, I mean, you
Hold
see
on,
these.
hold on. Can we talk about my rating versus your rating for a second?
It hurts.
Like,
Just saying.
There's levels.
we don't have to talk about our ratings on this, right?
No.
Like, not
You're
the-
welcome to.
We shouldn't.
We can get vulnerable next.
We shouldn't. Hey, I was I was doing pretty good until I played a sanctioned league round.
Well, you got a lot of stuff going
Couple
on right
weekend-
now,
you
so
know,
it's tough.
That's not really an excuse.
Okay, I won't give you that
I mean,
excuse. My bad.
all I have to do is move my arm. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's on me.
listen, the Coke and the Twinkies didn't make me not throw a disc. Let's be honest. So,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, it's gonna be a good year.
So yeah, I'm excited. We got a lot of cool storylines, a lot of things that could happen. We're gonna step into preseason predictions. It just feels natural, and so lots of fun things
Yeah.
happening with preseason predictions. Now, first, I think we're gonna move. I know I put top to bottom, but let's go bottom to top and we'll go
Okay.
most improved. Who do
See,
you suspect is going to take their game to the next level?
well, sorry, with this year, like starting from this year to the end of the year.
Yep.
Okay, so not last year.
Not last year. It's current form.
Well, then I'm going to say myself.
Okay.
I mean, not,
Oh, you probably put a lot of time in then to
right,
get that good.
so many
right?
Cokes and Twinkies. No.
Yeah.
It's someone that's going to improve this year, right?
Yeah.
For clarity.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to vote for myself just because I want it to be, but I don't think that's the case. Let's be honest.
So I'm going to throw my vote in. I know this guy.
I got to think about my vote.
So he goes by multiple names. In my phone, I have him as DeMarco. You guys call
Oh
him,
my goodness, dude.
You guys
yeah.
call him Marcos. I call him Marco because multiple Marcos. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway,
Irrelevant.
dude plays all the time.
Yeah, he does.
He
And
was
he's
a
good.
putting league. I was blown away.
He's going to have to play A because he's gotten that much better. And I'm about to go play in a doubles tournament at the Goldenrod in 2 weeks or whatever. He's going to have to carry the squad.
Listen, let him putt. Circle one, anything circle one, let him have.
And we talk about, hey, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this. And it's like, boom, and he executes it. And I'm like, oh. Boy,
You actually practice what you
Wish I could do that.
you
Darn
actually
it.
can do what you said you were going to do, right?
This guy.
That's crazy.
So that's my vote.
Dang it, man.
Marco,
Benny, you gonna-
singular.
You gonna
Marco.
pivot and go with someone else, or you stick
Well,
with yourself?
it's not really myself. That's my hopeful prediction. I wish somebody else would predict that for me.
Yeah.
I just know how much you practice.
Stop it. Well, it's because I give my baskets away. to all
yes,
you
that's
guys.
nice of you. That's nice of you.
Stephen Dimmick literally has my basket.
Oh,
now.
does he?
Come on,
But
Steve.
in his apartment. Literally in his bed, he wakes up and
Wait, does he have
putts.
the Ledgestone one?
No, he has the orange one. The Ledgestone one is still where putting league was held.
Okay.
I
gotta go get it.
From the school across
Yeah,
the other
okay.
lot. Too.
It's fire.
I think honestly, to me, it's whoever gets serious, right? Like whoever wants to actually play in some tournaments, get real serious. Like I would want to say me, but I don't think it's going to be me.
Okay.
So who's it gonna
you
be?
guys want to hear my prediction?
Ooh,
Let's hear
We'll
it.
let Benny think for a little bit.
Yeah.
do it.
So I think if I'm picking a guy at his current form, and I think he's gonna, he's gonna make some serious strides. I'm saying Garrett Landry right now.
You know what? I think I would agree with that.
I think-
I'm realizing he got really serious during putting league. He wants all of it right now.
Oh, he missed putting league. Like he was like, I'm bummed that putting league's no longer a thing.
You know what?
Which is the
am I
worst
allowed to
part
vote
of
for the
this
same
stuff.
person?
No, because I took him first.
It's true. You should have said it.
Yep.
I think Garrett's a great call.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna push the.
He's
through
got a
the ceiling.
lot. He's an athletic kid, and he's got a
Yeah.
lot of
He
room
right
to
now he's
get better.
Right
and
now
better
he's a C,
and
but
better.
I predict he's going to high B by the end
Oh,
of the year.
I agree with that.
All right.
So for me, I'll switch my vote to a specific person, but it's all dependent on if he gets serious about playing in tournaments.
Okay.
I think Stephen Dimmick would be my pick for 2022.
I think me and you know that because we play with him enough.
Yeah.
But he's never played in the league, and so everyone else really doesn't have that image of Steven right now.
Right.
He has all the tools. All the tools. His
think
sidearm, his
Steven-
backhand.
I think Stephen right now is an A player.
Oh, 100%. Well,
Easy.
Okay.
I think his putt is the only thing holding him back from really pushing past that
Well,
and solidifying
yes,
himself
but have
as
you
an
seen
A.
him putt on the course?
Not recently.
it's
so
a
I
different
don't. I
ballgame.
can't speak
It's a
for that.
different ball game. Like for
ballgame.
me, I putt better on a course than I do in putting league. I'm just being honest.
Sure.
Now, both of you have seen me putt, and you're like, no, you suck no matter where you play.
Yeah.
But Steven, he would be my pick for most improved on 2022. But I think if he gets serious about putting in or playing in tournaments, I think he will easily be the most improved for 2023.
There
Easy.
is something to be said about doing a competitive round compared to doing a casual round.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, a tournament is a real competitive round, and there's more pressure. And you
Yeah,
miss
ask
the
my
15, 20
first
footers.
rated round or my first rated tournament at the beginning of 2021.
Like, what was your rating?
No, I'm saying I agree. I went in with like, you know what? I could probably top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was dead last.
Yeah, I went to Ledgestone the same way because that was my first ever tournament. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
I was
remember.
AM4 and I was
yeah.
just sucked.
Oh, it was. I think I was high 700s
All right.
was my first.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was 776. I think was my first round. I shook off the jitters. I think I got up to like 800 for second round or something like that. Yeah. But those have rolled off, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, you get more confident in.
Yeah. You don't care where you're at. I remember I walked in with my polo on, my hat on. I had all the things except the ability to play disc golf well, which is very
If you look
needed.
the part. If you look the part.
Right. You
gotta-
looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Must be a good disc golf player.
Yeah. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. I got a list of guys there. It's kind of a unique one. Not really unique, but unique to our league is Rookie of the Year. And we're going to go points. So, and specifically, who do you think at the end of each season is going to have the most points out of the newcomers? And I've got a list, or you could say, someone.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the same person.
Okay.
Because he hasn't had a real league year yet.
Yeah.
I think Steven, at the end of the year, not only will be Rookie of the Year, I think he'll be top 5 for the entire league.
Oh, well. Okay.
I think if he's there consistently and he actually plays consistently, I think he'll be easily top 5.
Okay.
And I took him.
Danielle could be there too if she came out. Just gonna give her a
She
shout out.
dominate.
Oh, Danielle would be number 1 female for sure.
Yep. She would take it down every week.
Out of all the females we have,
all the females.
she'd be the best. Danielle's Steven's wife. For those of you guys don't know.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I don't know if you've met her.
I've met her
Have
once.
you met Steven? He's a good guy.
She's actually really good for it.
Yeah.
I don't play with a lot of women, so
Oh, hold on, whoa.
Slow down there, Mr. Nate.
Finish that sentence. She's really
curious
good
what
for
you're
what?
saying.
no, I don't play with a lot of women, so I have a good reference point. But she's
let's
actually really
trap him.
good.
Let's trap him.
You gonna get Am I in the corner right now? I'm going to step out of the corner real quick. Okay, let me step out real quick. And then
I think Danielle's a good disc golfer, just in general. You know?
I do think she's a good disc golfer.
Like, yeah.
Okay, we're good. Let's move on.
Who are you picking there, Mr. Nate?
Yeah, you didn't pick somebody.
Hawks, who'd you pick?
Oh, who am I picking? I'm picking old laser beam putter Wade. That dude chucks bombs from 30 feet.
I haven't met him yet, I don't think, right?
Yeah, you met him. Oh, you haven't been in putting league.
Listen, man.
I don't knock.
I was coaching
Wade
basketball.
Wade was at putting league.
Oh, yeah. I
putts.
keep seeing him on our Discord server. I was blown
He
away.
hangs out. He's ready to roll.
I'm excited to
Dude
meet this
can
dude.
bomb.
You can bomb,
But
for
then
sure.
When you say bomb, like, are we talking about distance driving or are we talking about putting?
Driving.
Oh, well, both.
Both. He's made strides to kind of slow down his putt, but the big
Correct.
reason he loses strokes is because he'll hit the basket most of the time, but when he doesn't, he's 35 past.
feet. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
then he's
Not
got to come
55.
back.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the issue, though,
So
if he gets a
goes for it.
teammate who is like Wade's like, yo, I'm going to go for this 40-footer, his chances of hitting a 40-footer are pretty high, or at least getting close, because again, he throws laser beams and he's good at it.
right.
Compare that, or get his little teammate to, or whoever his teammate say, hey, I'm going to put one underneath the basket so we don't have to do the 45-footer comeback.
Nice.
You're going to save strokes, and
Yeah.
he's going to be troublesome for those of us trying to
that's-
compete for the victory.
That's par golf. You got to go for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Wade's going for it, and he's good at it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. He's going to go for it.
And when he blows one past,
You got
teammate's
another
going to
guy.
be like, ooh, yo, wait, I'm going to just drop one underneath.
He needs a good
and
upshot guy.
They're going to say team,
Yeah.
whatever their team
Well,
is, absolutely.
You could just do what we do and just put it right into the basket on your drive. And then you can just sit it in there.
Well, you couldn't. You couldn't.
You could do that.
The we was a strong comment there.
I know Nate probably couldn't do that.
Nate, what do you got? Who you got?
Who you picking?
So I've been moving my eye across these names. I just want to read them off. That way we have
fair.
a bit of a call out for the guys who didn't get picked. A little bit of a pressure, a little bit of a I like name and dropping whatnot.
And heads up, this is who we know of.
Yeah,
who is
who we know of.
joining
There
as
may
of
be
right
guys
now.
that we don't
Yeah,
know of.
absolutely.
Steven, Wade, Garrett, Eli, Jeremy, Christian, Nicholas, Zach, and Tom. And most of those guys kind of got connected through Putting League, which was turned out to be a huge success on that front. I'm going to go with Jeremy. I think he's a high B.
Yeah.
In my predictions when it comes to points, I think this season, actually I'm going to save that for next time, but I think Jeremy's going to do well.
Okay.
Personally, I think he's going to do well. And then next we're going to go to ABC pool winner. So who do you think is going to do the best in the C pool? Who do you think is going to do the best get points wise, B, and then A.
Yeah. Shoot. That's hard. I gotta be honest. I have a hard time separating. Like, I know there's some clear, you're an A, you're a B, you're a C.
Yeah, there's
But
a blur. Like I might be a blur.
I get, well, I think I'm a dead center B.
Yep.
Like, I'm not a high B. I know that about myself. But then there's like the blurred line right there at the high B, low A. I'm like, I have no idea where they're going to fall. Same with the low B, high C.
Yep.
Because for me, I'm like, well, Steven, he's going to start off as a B.
Yeah, I don't know how saturated our A's are going to be and how saturated our C's are going to be.
That's
You know
a
what I
good
mean?
question. I don't know.
I don't know the answer.
I honestly see
isn't
us
a good
moving
answer.
to an A, B, C, D if the numbers are
Sure.
what we think they are going to be.
Sure.
So
Right.
that could be a thing too.
Fair.
Like even Marcos. I think about it.
Dude beat me twice. Not that I'm the
Oh, wow.
man.
Yeah, but we're.
I mean, that means something.
I owe
it-
him Wendy's.
As soon as we like, it depends on how we're dividing out, how we starting, how we immediately picking.
It's all numbers game. We got 40 dudes there. We're gonna have to go A, B, C, D.
Right, but I'm saying like, how do we determine who goes where? Like, are you going to base it off of
you've
the
done
last
it.
2 rounds that?
You've done this 3 seasons now, 4 seasons
Yeah,
you
yeah.
played. You know as much as you can without understanding the new guys.
About the people.
So I would
Right.
say based on that, go A, B, C.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I mean, I think Aaron's going to win A.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
You
he
do you
just-
think his knee is going to be ready for it?
You don't think what?
You don't think you think his knee is going to be ready for it?
Look, I'm just saying, Aaron, every time he plays, regardless of what his circumstances,
always wins.
he adjusts.
Yeah, he does.
Like, I watched him throw with a bum knee, and he realized what he was pulling.
Yeah.
And he made the adjustment. Like,
Sure.
he's too consistent. Like,
That's fair.
I played with him too long to not believe that he'll win. Mm-hmm. That's just being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Too consistent. That's my A winner. Easy.
I am going out on a limb on the A. And I'm feeling David would be number 1 right now. But he's only going to be able to make like 3 events.
Right.
Same with Ian. Ian will miss out in the first season too.
So based on that, I almost said Steven because we all think that he's going to make the push. I can't.
We're putting
I
a
can't
lot of
call
pressure on
myself.
Steven right
I
now.
don't- listen,
Steve,
I
better
don't think-
perform, Steve.
I think Steven will be top 5. I don't think he's going to win it. Like,
Oh yeah, you said
Yeah.
Nets.
yeah.
Here you go. You ready for this one? If he shows up as much as he can and is not doing cross country and high school soccer and all this other stuff, well, I guess soccer's in the fall. Zeke.
That was going to be me. I was going to say that. But you can take it. I'm fine with that.
Zeke's going to pull it off.
I think he'll take it more serious with Garrett taking it serious.
So with that in mind, if Aaron's taken and Zeke's taken, in my mind, you have one natural pick, and he's sitting at the table.
Is it me?
I'm not playing very good right now. Don't pick me.
No. Man,
I know. You're stumped.
It's hard.
it is tough. 'cause
Like, I feel like I need to see a list of names.
I do think Nicholas and Christian are 2 guys
Absolutely.
who I think are going to push the A field, A
100%.
pool, to really elevate their game.
Yeah.
Now I'm not at the point where I can determine which is which. So, because they're twins and they don't look crazy alike.
Wait, time out. Hold on, let's pause for a
They
second.
don't look crazy
Are
alike.
you saying you can't determine which is which as far as their game, or literally who they are as human beings?
Well, when
They're
I'm
twins.
around them, I have
doesn't
to
matter.
clarify it because I don't want to get it
absolutely.
wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Just do what Michael Scott did on The Office and just go mark one on the back of their hands.
Hey, who are you?
Like, oh wait, would you get their name and then just slide by and put a mark on their hand?
Let me just say they're both really good.
Okay.
And so I wouldn't be shocked. I'm just going to say twins.
Okay,
Is that
one of
with
the
that?
two.
One of the two.
twins.
Is
I'm
that fair?
comfortable with that.
Okay.
Twins.
The
I'm so
twins.
sorry if this offends you guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully
I've met you twice,
Hopefully
so
I cleared
3
that up.
times.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I can't.
So
I've never met you, so
Oh, they're good people.
You're the twins right now.
They hang out.
now let's touch on B-Pool. You know, I think we got our mainstays and you, Nick.
I don't know who's
Sean.
in there. Like,
You guys come to mind right away in the B-Pool.
let me see.
So I'm going to pick first in my B pool, and I'm going to pick number 3 overall from last season, Mr. Nicholas Ciara Martero,
Oh, really? Okay.
or Shimatero, I mean, however you want to enunciate it. Nick, you got to make it happen. It's like 3rd place
think-
last year. Get it done.
I'm not going to pick this guy just because we're close friends, but because every time we play, we are neck and neck. And somehow, I mean, I can be beating him by 5 strokes, and by the end of the dang round, we'll go into a extra holes even, and he beats me. But he's way more consistent than me. His approach game.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you know where you're on. His approach game, honestly, is mind-boggling.
World class.
With the sexy flexy flick, I'm gonna go with Sean Clancy winning the Beeple.
Love it.
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, because he's the guy that I'm constantly playing with, and I'm like, dang, are you kidding me? Again, I literally think I had him by 4 or 5 strokes. I don't even remember where we were playing, and I'm like,
You just bring
I got
it
in the
back,
bag,
man.
got
You
in the
just
bag.
bring
I
it
think I bogeyed, he birdied.
Yeah.
I parred, he birdied. I'm like, well, what's happening? Hold on, let's turn in. And we going to the 18th hole, we both par. And we made up an extra hole. I should have just left it at that. And, and he freaking beat me.
He's a consistent golfer. That's what he is.
He plays a lot. Well, compared to me. Do you know my last round of disc golf before we played at Palmer?
I believe it. I mean,
It's embarrassing.
you've been off the grid for a little bit.
November 12th, 2022.
Yeah.
It was 2 months and 30 days to the day. I putt a lot, and I putt.
Well,
Is Benny going to drop to C? Could this be the season we
Is
get
this, is this really what we're going to talk
Yo,
about in the
that was
podcast
gonna,
right
that
now?
was going to be my pick for C,
Stop the
man.
recording.
Hey.
Dang.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just
No,
messing.
my pick is going to be Tony.
I think he might drop.
Tony Lewis? Hold on. So let me speak to this real quick. Tony Lewis is an A player. Period.
Oh, you think so?
Hold on. But let me. Consistency matters, right? And you make the joke about me dropping a C. Consistency matters.
Yeah.
When you don't get on the course a lot,
Yeah.
your
Tony
game
can't.
struggles.
He's busy with.
Well, he's got little kids like I do. I got
a lot
4
of kids running
kids.
around.
He's got like 19.
Yeah,
You
he's
know.
got to get more time like me.
But I will say this: Tony is motivated by league.
Oh, you think so?
Tony comes
He does perform when
and he
when
comes and he
shows up.
plays. And if he has a bad night or if he gets mad, the next week he absolutely. If you get that guy putting with his CT challengers, which I think he switched. He's not on challenge anymore, is he?
He showed up the
really know.
putting league one time and took it. The man can putt when he wants to.
Honestly think his struggle is his drive.
Yeah.
It's inconsistent. His putting is unreal. And it's not that he has a bad
Well, he's
drive
athletic.
even.
He's athletic, and so he can put the
putt.
disc where he wants.
Right. Twinkies and Cokes don't matter. I've told you that.
I love him. Cherry Coke.
Ooh. Sponsored by I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
So I'll go into my B winner.
Who you got?
I'm going to go bold because I think he could push into A realistically, but I'm going to say he's not going to.
Okay.
And I'm going to call him out, Zach Pesta.
Ooh. He just had a new kid though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I'm
play
playing
in
my
like 2
cards
weeks,
with the
2
new
months.
kid.
That's a risk.
Yep.
As someone who has an 8-month-old,
Yeah.
so last season was last fall, like that was a struggle. That's a risk.
But that's also a good pick because when he can throw, he throws great shots.
Oh,
He
the
does.
man can bomb, and he's got a
can
complete
putt,
game.
dude. He can putt.
If his stepper's on,
Yeah. Actually, that's a
And-
good point. He does have an all-around good game. Like it's he's not high A or nothing, but like he's consistent. All of his areas, if he's on, he's on. If he's off, he's off.
the one thing holding him back from really pushing himself into A and for us to play tournaments, is he hasn't pushed that 900 ceiling yet. And so
That's fair.
to validate him as an A player, he's got to push that ceiling in a
you're right.
tournament.
You're right.
Simply put.
I'm going to say, to his credit, anytime we make up a hole on a course, he'll hit an ace. Controversy or not, he'll hit an ace.
Yeah, he's running it every time.
Yeah.
Boy, Zach.
I respect it.
I think it's funny that we've got a Zach Pesta pick over here and a Nick Shimataro pick over here, and we're talking about controversy on made-up holes. Did we play this?
All right, moving to C.
Moving on.
New C player, man, this is exciting. I like the C pool prediction.
I gotta see
who's
the
it gonna
list.
be?
Let me see the list.
Oh man, this is
Are we
just
doing mainstays or are we getting exotic?
you follow your heart.
I mean, yeah, do what you feel.
So I'm gonna step up first, and here's the thing. I'm gonna stick with the same family.
Hold on. Before you do that, I gotta ask the question before you say this name.
Hit me.
Is he gonna be B or C? I feel like I never know.
See, that's the question because he's one of those guys who's good
Because
enough to
that
play
would-
B.
If he's gonna be in C, that's my pick too. But if he's gonna be
But
in,
I'm picking first.
I know, but that's
Can you
not
guys
fair.
use a name that way? I know what you guys are
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
we're talking
Sorry.
about Steve
Ciarmataro.
Ciara Martero. Exactly right.
yes.
That guy,
But
he's good
wasn't
enough to
he-
play B.
Wasn't he like second or third.
He plays the hard to get. So he plays like he doesn't want to get good, but he has all the tools to get good. You know what I'm saying? And so
And then
he's got a course in his backyard.
And he's got a video game coming out.
Brave Cave.
Carry on.
You boosting the video game on the pod?
I'm just
I like it.
I was just throwing it out there. Anyway, so my pick
I'm
is
actually-
Steven because I think
I'm
he'll
actually
be
playing it this weekend for the first time.
touch up.
Oh,
I think he'll be.
Can I
yeah,
hop in there?
yeah.
Yep, cool.
Oh, hey, careful. So my pick is Steven because I think with the influx of people coming in and Steve not having as much time dedicated to league as some of the other guys, he'll still be in that B high C range. And
That's fair.
Realistically, and I hope that I am not right, but with our league getting better, I suspect he drops to a high C.
that's fair.
You know, I
that's fair.
think he's
Okay.
fully capable of being a
That's
B.
fair.
Yeah. Who boys got?
I'll move to my C, and this is a newcomer. I think he's gonna enjoy playing with the May players and get better that way. But I think he's gonna stick in C for at least this season.
Okay.
That's Zach Ellis. He's kind of bought in. He's
That's a good pick.
he's gonna be at every week, and I suspect he's gonna add a lot of value to an A player because that's really what it's all about. When we're talking about a C player is being able to put putts in,
Yeah, that's fair.
and then
he
add
putted
an
really
approach.
pretty good in putting league.
Yep. He's a good putter for sure.
All right, so for me, I struggle with knowing who falls where.
Well, if you pick them, and we'll tell you if it's incorrect.
Another guy is Tom.
I think
which
so. Based
not
off
very
of,
people know yet.
well, based off of what
No
you
one
just
knows
said, the league's getting better and people are dropping.
Yeah, like I could see myself dropping to a B.
I think your dad.
Oh, you think he's dropping?
No, if that happens, I think your dad could win Seapool.
I could see him dropping.
I could. I think I'm going to pick your dad,
Okay.
Tim East. I think not because he's not good, but I think the
Based
level
on
goes
the
up. I'm going to
influx.
drop to a low B. I think.
Yeah.
You know, I hope that I get up to a high B by the end of the season, by all means. But I could see that happening where everybody kind of gets bumped down. Aaron Nitz is going to be challenged this year more than I think
100%,
he ever has.
100%. And so we'll move on to the next one. And this one we're going to talk a little bit longer for. This is the winner. And so I want us to touch on what would it take points? What would it take for a B and a C to finally take it down and take down the season? I mean, what's the scenario and who do we think is going to make that happen? And you know, you can also pick an A, obviously,
Right.
for your prediction for winner. So, go ahead, Hawks.
Overall winner, huh?
Yep.
That's a tough one.
This is tough.
That's a tough one. So here are my thoughts. I think based on how everything is going, influx of people, quality of individuals playing both as disc golf and just good people, I'm actually going to pick Nate. I think if he drops down to the B pool, I got you. He is a very good ball player.
I think if I drop down the B pool, I'm for sure in contention.
You are going to be tough to beat.
You give me someone
fair.
who can play.
You're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good pick.
That's my pick.
That's a good pick. I actually think.
I think we got a lot of high Bs right now.
I think. I was about to say. I think this year, this is the year of the B pool
Yep.
because
Make it happen.
here's the. I think for me the kicker is bonus points.
Yep. That's how. I mean, we're gonna get into it, but
tell
how
you
Ian
about
won.
I think bonus points are going to be everything because here's the reality: you got a low B pool player, they can't get CTPs. Like it depends on how long the hole, right? Like there's the struggle of.
Yeah, we try to make them as short as
But
everyone
let's just say
possible,
like
but
350 foot CTP.
Yeah.
A low B pool.
There's no one to driver.
I can't even throw that.
But that's really hard, right?
Yeah.
You can.
Carry on.
You put a high B player, they can reach it.
Sure.
with their putter mid.
You know, like but I'm saying like I think they can take home some CTPs.
Yep.
So to me, I think a high B pool player, like I gotta look at this list again.
Well, now I got to
I gotta show me your face.
unlock it.
Come on, man.
Dude. I don't have an Apple, so I don't do the face thing.
Oh, my bad. Not everybody.
Go ahead.
You got
Go
an
ahead.
Apple? Okay. I think. I think Cooper. I could see him being in contention
Homick.
this year. Here's the thing.
The winter
He'll
wonder.
act like he doesn't want to win it though.
Listen, here's. I think Coop could win it if his head is in the right place.
If it's warm.
We're not talking about warmth right now.
We gotta get Nick out of this scenario too.
Here's the reality. Coop. So for me, like I'm a hit or miss player, right? Like I'm streaky. Coop is not a streaky player. He's a streaky head game player. Like I feel like if he's all in and he's on, dude, he can destroy.
Yeah, I mean,
If
the
he does
main
it
crushes.
consistently, I'm taking a risk.
Yep.
It's a head game. Coop, listen. When you're listening and watching this, I need your head in the game this year.
Dude, just get him your Brody disc, your Brody Roach.
Oh, dude, I got you. I will give you a Brody disc signed by Nate Heinhold.
And me. I'll throw my signature on there too. Double Nate's. Nate squared.
That's
pretty
powerful.
cool, eh?
It's powerful.
That's an expensive disc. That's a
Yep.
collector's item.
100%.
I like it.
Nate, who you got?
Taking a risk.
Man, it's tough, right? And so
Yeah.
I think it's the year Hawks takes it down. I mean, I feel like it's been looming, and everyone's been like, when is Hawks going to take one down?
You guys picking each other. Nobody picked me.
Everyone's been talking like, why
need
hasn't Hawks got one? You know,
need a fourth
I'm
guy.
average.
I mean, when is it his time? You know, I think this season's going to be his time, and so
Yeah.
I'm taking Hawks in that one.
All right.
all
I don't feel like I need
It's
to
all about
explain
the
it.
flick Firebird, right?
Yeah,
Dude, flat top Firebird all day.
Bombs.
but
Aces.
in my heart of hearts, I would love to see a C player take it down.
Oh,
Man, that would make it so epic.
But
Mike
like I said
Thomas.
earlier, Steve.
Call out Mike Thomas.
Steve was high, wasn't he? He was really high last year.
Steve who?
Steve Shimataro,
Yeah.
like on the list because he kept on pairing up with A players and destroying.
He was a high C. Yep,
Well, he's good.
and he's down in high C at the same time.
That would be really cool though, to see a C player.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So I want to go over I know I wanted to talk about it earlier, but I forgot. Let's do last season's standings.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's touch on that, Hawks. You want to pull that out?
I got it up right here. So, Ian,
Came out of nowhere.
he pulled off the upset, as one may call it, beating Aaron by a total of 1.25 points.
Which
Wow.
And
what does that mean though? Like,
fair. So, you want me to give the structure of our league? And how
no,
we do?
just give me perspective on how many points other guys got.
Fair. So Ian won with 49.75 over Aaron's 48.5, followed up by Nick Shimatero at 45. Just to give you
I
perspective.
gotta be honest. Nick's a good player, but I'm surprised about that.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I think the
He's my
lefty
sleeper,
part of
man,
it,
I'm telling you.
the lefty part of it has
cheater.
to have a play in it. You know,
He's a cheater.
it's got to. I mean, well, hold
Throw
on. Let's think about
left-handed,
that.
you're a cheater.
You got Ian.
he hates when people say that.
Hold
But
on. Like it does have something to do with it though. Like, what are you most natural at? You know what I mean? Like, and depending on the courses we play, you got Nick being a lefty, but then you also got Ian being a good flicker, a forehand guy.
Sure.
There's something to be said about that.
Fair.
And then you got Mr. Technical, Aaron, right in the middle, right? Like, it sounds to me like
Aaron, high
we're-
speed, 13.
We're forehand
speed
lefty
driver
friendly
guy.
in our league.
I mean, I'm going to challenge the technical aspect because of what Nate just said, because Aaron goes from Buzz to, what's it, Firestorm?
Aaron's not fundamental guy.
A Corvette, you mean?
There is no, or
Hold on,
Corvette,
time out.
there is
That
no,
means extremely technical. I didn't say gearhead.
No, he's predictable.
Predictable to be 1.25 away from the top.
Yeah.
But the guy
close.
can manipulate two different
close.
discs outside of his putter and almost do anything in the game.
He does the Big Annie and the Nuke OS.
It's
true.
Hey, I want someone that takes KJ routes or Lazat routes this year to win.
well, that's going to be one of the younger guys like Ian or Wade or David or Cooper or even the twins. Those guys throw way farther than
Those guys got some weird
else.
snap. I got to figure them out.
I throw like 380 on a good day.
Yeah, me too.
That's tough. Yeah. So those are our top three, followed by Zach Pesta.
Yeah.
David Watkins was up there. John Vestal. Ooh, Jack. Well, Jack's making a run
Man,
there.
John
Haven't seen him
Vestal's
in
a
while.
sleeper too, man. I forgot.
He disappears and comes back for league and just
Well, he's coaching.
he's a solid B, like low key, like he's a high B.
He is, and
he throws a
his
mean
thumber
tomahawk
game.
or thumber.
His thumber game is it hurts me to watch, but he'll literally drop something in 350 right next to the basket.
It's so
absolutely.
reliable.
Absolutely.
It's so reliable. And you're
Have you ever tried to
talking
do
about
it?
golf?
Have you ever tried to throw
Well,
one?
no, I don't want to do that.
It hurts.
It hurts for one. For two, I don't know how it's reliable. I've thrown it and it's never been the same twice.
For you.
We got to practice it.
I don't know. His arms are built for thumbers.
But they go to... They
Swing volleyballs all day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
He's built.
Yeah. So that's how it works. And I'll get into the details on how you are going to, because Nate pointed
we should
out
know
that the bonus, Ian scored 5 bonus points compared to Aaron's 2 bonus points, obviously beating the spread by 1.25 there.
Do we know what those were?
We'll talk about the bonus points. What specifically they were? No, I'd have to look it up. But the fact that there are 5, I can speak to how you earn said bonus points.
I think I'm going to touch on this before you do that.
Do it.
Benny alluded to this. Bonus points are huge to taking it down. And I think we're seeing it. You're about to talk about it. But I think if we went back to seasons, that's what we'd see.
It's a big deal. So, league. Here's the structure.
Oh, wait. We doing league details now?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't know I was jumping into it too soon.
Well, I think it's kind of relevant because you're talking about these bonus points. Like, why did Ian take it?
Okay.
Yeah, you tell me.
Oh, you're gonna jump down to the league.
I can just to. What do you got? You hit me.
I was gonna do the who you buying, who you selling segment.
Love it.
And so this is kind of fun. Who do you think is going to take their? This is kind of like stocks, you know. Who do you think is going to take their games to the next level? And we kind of already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And who you buying, and who do you think is going to maybe even jump a division, jump a pool, and then who you selling? Who do you think is going to regress and drop a pool, and you kind of getting rid of their stock type deal? We'll start off with Benny. What do you think?
Gosh. This is messed up.
Or do you want to go Hawks? Do you got a better idea?
I got you.
Well, so we got to talk about previous guys. Like, it can't be new guys.
Correct. You have no idea.
Yeah. So we're gonna,
Yeah, I'm
move
gonna
away from the new guys and
fair.
talk about guys we know.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you the sleeper pick. Of all the people in our league who lives and breathes disc golf, if you see his van, you know he's a disc golfer.
Well, he lives and breathes a certain kind of disc golf.
That's fair. It's a certain disc.
Are we talking about
brand.
Mike Thomas?
We are talking about the swimmer that is.
Are you selling him right now?
He will no, absolutely not. He will absolutely jump into the river to get himself his disc back. Ask him about it. It's a great story.
We talking about Mike Thomas, right?
I'm talking about Mike Thomas, who,
MVP man himself.
100%. Now that Simon's over there, I think it's give Mike
geez.
He just
MVP.
it gave him enough
over.
clout to say
it's over.
this is.
I am absolutely buying the stock of Mike Thomas. I think he's going to make a run this season. How far is he going to get? Who knows? But he's been playing. His distance is increasing. That was holding him back for a while. His form's getting better. I've played with it. You can hear the whip coming out when he starts to drive. I'm like, and he's lefty, cheater.
He started to get better in puddle league.
Mike Thomas.
He I think he's taking his game to the next level.
That's a good pick.
Yep, that's steady. I mean, that's rock solid. I mean, it's like your S&P 500. That's what you would put your money in. So I like it.
I think I'm going to go see pool player as well. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but towards the end of the season, this guy switched his drive, and I was blown away with how straight he could throw any drive. The thing that he's got to clean up is twofold. He's got to clean up his short game. All of his short game, his putt and approach game. If he'll clean that up, I think Jeff could jump into B-Pool this year.
Jeff Slanko?
So hear me out. So Jeff, first few tournaments we were playing together, Jeff really struggled and he would get frustrated. It was a big head game.
Sure.
But it's because Jeff didn't find his way to play. He didn't know what fits him best. And last season, I remember I think we were actually in a tournament. And I remember on a certain hole, he made an adjustment. And for the remainder of that entire tournament, his drives were perfectly down the middle or exactly where he wanted them. And I watched him do that for the remainder of the year. I think if he'll keep doing that and work on a short game, I could see Jeff going into a low B pool.
I would love to see Jeff in a low B pool.
I would love to see it. I believe in him.
Yep.
But he's got to make those adjustments. But he's also got to keep playing consistently too.
Pressure's on, Mr. Jeff.
You can do it, bro.
So, who I'm gonna buy, and have you guys haven't
We
done
didn't sell
yourself?
anybody yet.
I'll do my buy and we'll go back. Okay. So right now I think his stock is low-ish for him, but he's still high. Dylan Diaski. I think he's gonna be pushing.
But he's getting married this year, bro.
Oh yeah, the little ball and chain.
But hold on, wait.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but he's getting married to to somebody that's fun. And
Yeah.
so she'll probably,
Yeah.
I could see her playing with him even. Like, she'll probably be all, and her dad is obsessed with disc golf.
Yeah,
It's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, he's weird.
I just think his ceiling's so high. I think he's a safe bet to grow in his game.
Yeah.
And then and I'm going to bounce it back to who I'm selling and
Yeah.
we'll
Who
go
you
back that way.
Who you got?
I'm selling Tony Lewis in a hot second.
Dang it, man.
Like I'm dropping
Tony.
him.
I'm not changing my pick. I'm selling Tony Lewis as well.
Yep. I gotta sell him.
I
Tony.
love you, Tony. I just think it's been.
Tony's catching a lot of heat today.
Wow.
You better step it up.
But hold on, time out. I think Tony could prove us all wrong very quickly.
I think he's proven that, but I don't think he has it in him.
I think he's also proven us right the last half of the season.
Yeah.
All right,
we
Mr.
watched
Tony.
it.
You got to step up.
Yep.
I love you, dude.
All right, Hawks, who you selling?
Tony Lewis.
Tony Lewis. No, just kidding. Here you go. This is gonna.
I'm sending this.
This is a personal. I'm gonna call out David Watkins.
Ooh.
Dave,
Speaking
you
of
know
ball
why?
and chain, right?
Dude doesn't show up. I know he moved.
Well, if he doesn't show up, that
He moved up north. He's got a great job now. He plays a bunch up north, which is awesome. I guess I'm only selling because he's only going to be able to show up like 2 or 3 times.
that's kind of a lame pick, in my opinion.
Hey, I am going to put someone else in the hot seat though, because it's not fair. I'm only going to do this because, I feel bad for this. I'm actually going to sell Zach Pesta.
Oh.
But why am I going to sell him?
I don't know.
Baby?
Baby.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
for
just did
personal
this.
life.
I just did this, and it was tough.
Yeah.
And I felt like somebody could have sold me last year and been right.
Yeah.
that's
I
fair.
got worse this past year.
When real life hits.
Don't agree. I'm sitting next to you. You're not allowed to do that.
I'm sorry. You are so good, Benny. You're awesome.
Stroke my ego.
Disc golf. Sports.
Appreciate it. You're good. You're a good athlete.
love the Twinkies.
Amen.
You're not moving your pick from David because David's really not going to be there. That's not like a fun pick.
All right, fine.
Come on. Call it someone.
Gosh.
Who you selling?
Now I'm all nervous because I don't know because he was my pick.
Okay.
All right.
I guess you don't
All
have
right.
to.
See, because in my next one, he doesn't show up, and that's why. That's why I just don't think that it's.
Well, I could give you one.
No, hang tight. You had your chance.
Okay.
When
This is actually turned into here's who
So-
we don't think is very good.
I'll put it to you this way: it's difficult, whether it's life circumstances or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can't
I mean,
show
that's
up,
why mine was.
right? It's difficult to get better if you don't play. I was talking to Wade, I don't know, a month ago, and I said you're going to find yourself getting much, much better because you're going to play very consistently in a very specific structure, and you're going to be able to. It's a comfortable space, but you'll be able to try different things out, and you're just playing consistently.
Yeah.
You will get better. Full stop. If you can. Now, Zach's having a baby. Tony has
No,
5,
Kelsey's
7
having a baby.
I'm sorry.
Zach's
Zach just had a child.
around for the
and
baby.
Correct. He's supporting his wife
Yep.
in the rearing of said child. Maverick. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
David
That's so cool.
lives up north. He can't get down here very often, right? That's
And
difficult.
he's got a
understand.
serious relationship going on too. You know, that's part of it.
He's-
And
he's
that
actually-
and softball. What's up with this?
But
softball
she's a
love?
disc golfer now, I suppose.
That's fair.
Well, when she
I
starts
heard
showing up,
she starts playing. So
Danielle
and her.
gets some contention.
and then if Wade's young lady Paige shows up,
FA1 coming for you.
just saying, just throwing it out there.
Yep.
So I'm not changing. David, come
Calling
on
you
down,
out,
brother.
buddy.
Come
All
on
right,
down.
I like it. I like it. All right. So we'll move away from calling people out.
Let's build people up.
Hawks, I want you to touch on the Zambia tournament. The tournament
Definitely.
coming up April 1st.
So we are pairing with a company called Eagles Wings, which does a ministry, and they have put in a course, or they've put in 9 holes. They're putting in an extra 9 holes to make a full 18 in the country of Zambia, and they have asked, a number of people, obviously us, to host a tournament for them as a fundraiser. It is happening. It is official, April 1st. It is a sanctioned event. It's a 1-round sign up, play with whomever you want. It's over at Spindler in East Point, one of the courses that is close by to us. And we are doing it, to support what Eagles Wings has going on. When a number of us went to Ledgestone the last couple of years, we got in contact with this company, and that's how that relationship has blossomed. And now it is a privilege for us to host this tournament, and we'll probably end up hosting a number of these events. I don't know if it's once a year, twice a year. I don't know. We're going to see what the future holds. But this is our first event, and it's, again, simple, 1 round, sign up, play with your buddies.
Super casual.
Yeah, get a rating, but it is casual.
And you don't have to have a PDGA number if that's a barrier you're thinking about. Like you can literally just sign up and you literally just can. We set tee times, but you can play with your friends and the people you know. So it's a great entry tournament for guys who are looking to get into it.
Yeah,
It's for good cause.
It's with us.
Yeah.
So if you're nervous about, oh man, what are all these super specific rules I got to worry about in a tournament? Come play with us.
Yep.
Sign up with your buddies, and we will help you with that.
I remember my first tournament. I told the guys, I'm like, hey, look, like the guys that were on my card, I'm like, this is the first time I've done this. Like, tell me if I do something wrong. And they did. They told me a couple things I had to correct. Like one of which I didn't know.
Yeah.
You got to tap in. You're still got to put your foot behind that disc and put that thing in the basket.
A lot of guys are intimidated by tournaments, but they really shouldn't be because they're super welcoming and this is competitive. You know, guys are just being dudes.
Most of these, I've only ever had one like person that ever frustrated me on my card out of all the tournaments I played. Everybody just loves disc golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to allude to like the atmosphere that's going to be at is going to be super welcoming. We're going to be on the first hole. It's going to be like a fun little. Right. If you don't want to sign up for a tournament, that's just a barrier you don't want to get past. Just come and watch. And come and hang out.
We'll let you hang out with us and cook some burgers for us.
Yeah, it's going to be a kind of a.
I mean, I guess I'll eat them.
And there's a big jungle gym, pretty substantial jungle gym. If you want to bring the rest of the family to come hang out, so that's going to be a big component there too.
Just found out 2 days ago that the pavilion that we will be using will be the one that's at the end of the parking lot in between. Yeah, it's in between 12's basket and the walk from 12 to hole 1.
Hawks.
We will look to set up a tent as well, just for starters.
Yeah.
Details will work out, but that's where our
100%.
local base will be.
Where all the
hang out.
stuff is. And cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
What's
Cool.
that?
Anything
1st.
else? Yeah, April 1st. It's on Disc Golf Scene. The link is in Discord if you're in Discord. So most guys are if you don't have it.
If you're not sure, ask.
We can even put in the details in the video, eh?
Ooh. Hey, that's a lofty idea.
That's kind of cool.
I don't know if we have an editor that'll do that.
Yeah, we've got
you know what we didn't talk about? Like what everybody's roles are on this podcast. That probably would have helped.
We'll stab. That'll come naturally. We got to let the podcast decide our roles, you know?
Yeah.
We don't decide our own roles.
Well, next week when we set up an interview, I might not be sitting here.
Okay.
So.
Oh, because you're the sound guy.
Well, you're
the stat guy.
We'll call it producer. That sounds a little better than sound guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we
Sound
won't
guy.
do that to you.
Yeah, appreciate it. How dare you?
All right, we'll move on to the league details segment. Hawks, if you don't mind, explain, dumb it down. We got a lot of new guys. Really explain the format in full.
So here's what it looks like. You're going to show up wherever we're going to play, and you're going to pay whatever you want. Most people pay $5. We ask for $2 minimum, and then there's $3 side bets. The $2 are basically going to go to, I shouldn't say side bets, just side games. The $2 are going to go to the club, and what we're going to do with those $2 is at the end of the year or end of the season, which is 10 weeks, we're going to go hang out. Typically, we do an ace race at Nitz's house. Sometimes we go up to Auburn Hills Civic Center, do a small ace race, cook out, hang out, and it's just a time to get to know people better, because the fact is I may not get to play with these guys who are in the B pool because I'm in a different pool than them, because our structure is A pool, B pool, C pool. That's what it has been in the past. A pool gets paired up with a C pool player, Bs get paired together. And you go out and you play doubles golf.
Question. Sorry to interrupt you. We talked about a possible D pool. Does that mean BDs are going to pair up?
No, it'll be BC. AD and then BC.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, depending on numbers.
Sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. So that's the structure. And at the end of the year, we'll all, again, end of the season, come together, grill out. That's where the money's going to go to. Otherwise, the side games, CTP out on the course, a merchandise out on the course, and then an ace pool or a birdie fund will detail all of those specifically.
So when you get there, what should you be looking for? What happens?
The way it works, you roll in. We're going to look to do some form of Venmo or PayPal. Obviously, you can bring cash.
We'll say we prefer
stressing.
Venmo, and that's our default. But if cash is the last resort, then we'll take cash.
Beautiful.
But we're trying to push everyone to Venmo.
So once we're all there, we're all gathered. We will draw cards based on what pool you're going to be in, and you match up your card. That's your teammate, and you go out to your hole, and then you play doubles golf. Doubles golf is best shot. So if I throw and then Benny throws, we get to choose, hey, I want to play this shot because it's closer, it's a better angle, whatever. You guys choose, and you guys both throw a second shot from there. And that's how you play doubles golf. Cool. So
I've never used anybody else's shot before.
yeah, Benny's that good.
And then, so first week, Spindler, we will be starting earlier. So
Yes.
probably start around 5:30 just to beat the daylight. Be wary of that. March 14th, that Tuesday is our first week.
Yes.
So March 14th, and maybe I should 2023, because who knows? Someone may be watching this in 2024.
It's true.
That's fair.
And not
Good call.
I don't want them to be
This
confused.
video lives on forever.
Yep. And so I just want to be as specific as possible. Venmo. With Venmo, you can literally send, Aaron's in charge of the Venmo, send Aaron Venmo days in advance.
At
So you don't forget.
At
So-
the Woods disc. If you do send it in advance, I would say put a note in there for what league night it is.
Yeah.
But it's
League night week 1.
at the Woods disc
At
is
Spindler.
Venmo.
Be very specific in your details. That way that we got a transaction history.
So I want to point out the difference between our league and other leagues that you'll find out there. You show up to those different leagues and you expect full payout in cash that day. We don't. The only cash that it will be exchanged is a $20 CTP, and then if you happen to hit the ace or birdie fund for that
And then longest
particular
putt
week
for a disc.
for a disc, right?
Yeah.
We don't, because we want to hang out with people. So that's the difference between ours. We actually we want you to come hang out and be friends with us, and not just, hey, we're disc golfers, and then never
Right.
talk to the same person ever again.
It's a beginner friendly league.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Community.
And then last thing, merch update. So we're recording right now. It's February 28th. It's dropping tomorrow. So March 1st.
I'm pretty stoked.
So we got a lot of cool things on there. I know we got sweatshirts, t-shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve. And then we got a polo. And we got different
Wait, when you say sweat, you mean hoodie, right?
hoodie. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
a big
hoodie.
difference.
My bad. I got to clarify. Thanks for that. We do have different, we have a spectrum of price. So we have your Nike, your nice hoodie, your nice t-shirts, whatnot. But we also have non-brand, which are cheaper. So if you are, price conscious,
That's okay.
you can go for that.
College
Which is
kid.
perfect.
Start a GoFundMe.
And then we're going to wrap up soon. Anything last you guys want to talk about before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'll say this. Just, I like doing this kind of stuff. Talking about stuff I love and producing cool stuff like this. This stuff doesn't happen without you guys. And so, what's the point in producing a cool podcast if you don't like it, share it, subscribe to it? We want
Smash that
we
like
want-
button.
Yeah, we want everybody on part of our league to watch this and hear about it. I know this was long. Most of them won't
Tear
be
us
this
apart in
long
the
ever.
comments.
This is the first one, so
up.
we're getting.
Just kidding.
Yeah, if you watch this, you probably got a lot to say, but this is a long one. Most of them won't be this long, but this is kind of establishing episode. We're getting our feet wet together,
Yep.
and hanging out together. But this is for you guys. It's for us. We get to have fun, but we want you guys to watch, engage, comment, like, share, subscribe, all those things. And as the new guys come in, let them see it, and they're gonna be a part of the podcast too.
Yeah, and a big component of that is we're gonna have guests, and so I'm gonna ask guys to come on and share their round and share how they're just basically everything.
Right.
Have them be able to chime in and whatnot. So
it's
it'll be
gonna
an
be-
evolving door.
You just tell us how awesome you are, really.
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
Yeah, we just want guys chasing clout. That's really what we want. So cool. Yeah, that's we're gonna wrap it up from there. Hawks, you got any closing words?
Go team.
Go team. All right. Cool. All right. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
So
Peace.
Smash that like button.